it's me, and doing a little collab today with my good friend Beauty and More with Renee. And we both have this palette. Need the old lady glasses here. Base Blue and I Meet, the Artistic Eyeshadow Palette. That's what it says. That's what it says. That's what I'm getting here, okay? The girl with the pearl earring. Okay, a lot of people got this palette in their Ice Cream Beauty, and I actually won it in a giveaway. Thank you, Tish. I suck. I know, I suck. Tish. So it's an interesting palette. I think a lot of people don't really want to put a brush on it because they don't want to destroy it. But you know what? I'm like, yeah, it's pretty. Let's use it. Otherwise, what? It's just gonna sit around until it's not good anymore? No, we're gonna use it. So, if you want to see how this is it is a pretty cool palette, I must say. But like how I'm even going to be able to get into it. Not sure. We're gonna do some kind of an eye look with that. It doesn't matter. Things just go on the floor. They just do. So we'll be right back, and I'm gonna go pick that up off the floor. Alright, so I put on a little eyeshadow primer. I'm using a primer from Juvia's Place. Yeah. Oh, there it is. I'm like, where is it? Oof, here it is, right here. Seriously, here's another one of those companies that does not receive enough credit. I never had a product from them I didn't like. So, do the shades have names? Nah, I don't think so. And it looks like it's pretty much all shimmers. Okay, there was a time when that, I'm trying to sit up here, when that would not have bothered me, but that time is kind of past. So, wow, I think what I'm going to do first is I'm going to go into this fleshy color that I've already nicked with my fingernail. And we're going to go in with just a kind of a blender here and see if I can't pat down the area that I, nicked with my fingernail, right? And we're just going to go above the lid. Now, I had heard from a few people that, because I kind of was watching for this on YouTube for some reviews, and I'd heard that a lot of people said, yeah, well, it's really cute. Who the heck is this? This brand, like what? And the makeup isn't that good, and it is definitely, if you're that person that doesn't want to use all shimmers, you're going to want to grab another palette and put some mattes with this. That is all shimmer. Interesting. I see a lot more palettes out there that are all matte than I do all shimmer. And it doesn't really look that shimmery until I put it on and I'm like, oh yeah, that's not a matte. Or if it's a matte, it's a awfully shiny matte. I like the shade though, it works well for myself. I evidently have the same complexion that this girl does. I'm gonna like take it even like on the inside of, what would that be? The bridge of the nose? Just to kind of lighten things up a little bit. Okay, not too bad. I want to go on the outside crease. I'm going to use this kind of cheek color right here just to go on like just the outside crease area. Interesting. There's no fallout. Whoa. Okay. I was thinking I might have to go back in there a couple of times to pick up the amount that I needed, but let's face it, that looks pretty good right there. So right now I'm wiping off the brush because we're gonna blend. And if it blends out, that's fine, we can always add more. But I wasn't looking for it to be quite that dark, so it is blending out. It's not blending away to nothing, which is nice. I'm going to kind of drag it into the crease just a little bit more. Is this a neutral look, guys? I don't know. I mean, it's a lot of brown, but it's also a lot of shimmer. I can't wait to see what Renee does with this. And if you guys, if you are not a subscriber of Renee's, you need to jump on that, because she is one of the most fun health, beauty, she doesn't say health, but it's a beauty channel, but it's an everyday live channel as well. She really does a lot. Okay, we are gonna go. I think I need a different brush. Okay, where's my other packer at? I just used the one, but there should be, aha, there she is. Ooh, thought I lost it for a minute. Wow. I'm going to use the lips if I can get it on this brush. I'm going to use the lips. This is an interesting, oh, okay. Well, good. That little bit of where it parted between the lips was just for show. That came right off. And I'm going to go right on the outside. It's a red, but it's like a very brown type of a red. So that's okay. It does seem to, I don't know. I mean, I don't seem to be having any real issue with this. I might have to go back in with that brown again just to kind of make it meet a little bit better. But I'm going to blend something else into the inside area, so I don't really want to, you know, bring it in too dark there. But is it a little difficult to get into? Yeah. But I mean, really, the lips, yeah, because the area is actually smaller than my brush. So I've never been real crazy about, that's not gonna work, about palettes where the shades run together. But you know, this one's making a portrait of sorts, so I mean, it's pretty cool. You could put, I guess, like a little divider in between them, but then, you know, how much money would it cost to make that? Would it even be feasible? I don't know. You know, that's really, I wish there was a lot more of that in there. Because that's really kind of pretty. Oh, I can't wait to see what Renee does. Renee is like, she can take any 3 shades that you throw at her and turn it into a glamorous, beautiful look, I swear. So I'm really excited, and really excited to do a, you know, personal collab with her as well. Alright, I'm going to, on the same brush, I'm going to go back in with that initial brown. There is no fallout in this. And I want to just kind of push it into the crease, because I want it to meet the lid. I don't want there to be a bunch of, you know, that beigey color in between the red and the brown. Okay, I think that looks pretty good. I'll tell you, from the reviews that I have seen, this is performing a lot better than I had anticipated. I really thought it was going to be just fallout everywhere, and, you know, lots of building. You know what I mean. It blends really well. Really, it does. Okay, I'm gonna go with this gold right here. Yes, I'm gonna use the same brush. Like, what am I gonna do here? Okay, just kind of on the edge. And I'm just gonna set that right on the inside. Oh, that is not the best gold I have ever dealt with. Oh, okay, the first swipe wasn't very much, but the second swipe kind of okay. I can't believe there's like 0 fallout. This is a familiar kind of a formula, but I'm not I just can't put my finger on who. Guys, not bad. Okay, we're gonna wipe off. we're gonna wipe that off good. It's not. We're gonna just kind of blend a little bit more. I want to just take the tiniest bit more of that red and really blend. I'm sorry if this is getting a little long. Wow. Okay, so I just put a brush in here, especially for the pencil brush. Okay, and you see this white collar here? Yeah, that's where we're going. White collar. I want to go right inside. Whites, you know, whites, some of them are in there just to blend with the other shades, and some of them are in there to use. And okay, I hope that this is showing up good enough for you to see it. It's not really a white so much as it is like an iridescent, which I could see where in the pan that would come off looking like a white. Yeah, you can see that. You see how it's not white, it's kind of an iridescent shade, which was not really what I was going for. So I was thinking this was going to be the last thing, but maybe not. It sure is pretty. That's like interesting to know. I mean, there's definitely more to this palette than I had anticipated. This iridescent shade is not what I expected. Not what I expected. All right, you know what? I'm gonna go put on a lip and some mascara, and I will be right back. Okay, guys, so what do you think? Like, I thought that kind of looked a little bit like the time for it, but what have you. So, oh, the hair. The hair. You know, there's this area here, but that's my eye. That's not the palette. I have an issue with that area. Just no matter what I use, it's me. Come on. Come on. Blend in there a little bit. Come on. Come on. It just doesn't want to. And it's, you know, this is what happens when you get old. You know, shit does not work right. But what do you think? I mean, is it the greatest palette in the world? No, but it's a lot better than I thought it was going to be. I'm kind of curious about that blue. Now that I've seen what this red is about, I can't really get my finger in there to swatch that. It's like, I wish they would have made it just the tiniest bit. Yeah, it's mixing with the brown. There's no way to get in there unless you go in with like a small brush. Yeah, I can't do it. Whoa, wait. Of course, now I got brown all over it. Ah, you know what? The blue isn't solid. It's brown underneath. So yeah, the blue is just there for looks. It's brown underneath of it. It's coming up. See? But you know what? That's all right. That's all right. I mean, it's neutral, right? It's like, what would you do with that blue? Oh, honey, I would find something to do with it, but I kind of want to swatch that white. Because getting in there, like, yeah, without getting into the gold is like impossible without a brush. But it's just a beautiful little iridescent thing going on there. So, okay, what did I do with my cloth? Guys, if you have this palette and you're hesitating to use it, don't. Go ahead and use it. If you think that it's not going to be any good, so you're going to give it away, but you might have used it if you thought it was going to be, you know, usable, go ahead and use it. If you just want to hold on to it because it's a cool thing, hold on to it because it's a cool thing. Yeah, I wore my... Why not, right? I will probably use this again. At any rate, I will hold on to it because it's a cool palette and I'm going to hold on to it. But I'm glad that I got to know that it's a perfectly usable palette as well. Hey, Renee. Can't wait to see what you do, girlfriend. And until the next time, I hope you wake up dancing. Wake up dancing. Ba-bum-bum. Wake up dancing. Every single day. Bye-bye.